So based on Jed York's tweet, and again, if you hadn't seen it, he says, "Can't measure heart. Nickel for your thoughts." Kobe Bryant is a undersized cornerback, likely to play nickel at the next level. He says nickel for your thoughts. To me, he's saying Kobe Bryant. That is the riddle. That is the riddle. There's no other way it can be anyone other than Kobe Bryant. Kobe Bryant is like, he's not big. He's not big at all, but he has immense heart. He has a ton of heart. And if it's the pick, I love Kobe Bryant. I love Kobe Bryant for the same exact reasons I love Renardo Green. They're like, to me, the same player. I called him the Renardo Green clone. Come on, give me Kobe Bryant. Man, if we get out of here with a cornerback room of Diamador Lenore, Renardo Green, and Kobe Bryant, I'm gonna be so hyped. Come on, please. Please don't disappoint me, Jed. Jed's loving it. Jed loves it. He got so much flack for his Eric Armstead pick. All right, smash that like button. Smash that like button. All right, here we go. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay. 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 I love this pick too. I love this pick. Upton Stout was one of my favorite cornerbacks from the Senior Bowl. It's not my boy Kobe Bryant, but I love Upton Stout. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, this is a good pick. I love this. Let's go. I definitely had Upton in a couple mocks for sure. So there you go. There's your nickel cornerback right there for the San Francisco 49ers. They go out and get Upton Stout. This guy is a dog. I'm a big fan of this pick. Big fan of this pick. I don't think it's a reach. I think Upton Stout, for whatever reason, was um, just didn't have a lot of hype. I thought he was one of the best cornerbacks in the Senior Bowl. Let's go. I think this is a good pick. The 49ers have selected cornerback Upton Stout. WKU cornerback Upton Stout. Let's go. Again, very similar thing applies with all these picks. The archetype. He has a very similar archetype as who? The same Kobe Bryant. He has this very similar archetype. He's just like Diamador Lenore. He's just like Renardo Green. It's the same type of player, same archetype of player. So I'm down, man. I like this pick. I like this pick for sure. Yeah. Yeah. I'll take it. Let's go. All right, so let's learn a little bit more about the 49ers' newest cornerback, Upton Stout. Honestly, I don't have a problem with this value at all. Man. All right. So when you look at what he did last year, he had 44 total tackles. He had a sack, 2 quarterback hurries. Actually, had 6 quarterback hurries with 2 quarterback hits and 9 total pressures. So they blitzed him off the edge, it seems like. He only gave up 12 receptions on 17 targets for 163 yards, and he only gave up 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and he had 1 interception and a PBU. He plays in the box. And so in his career, he has, let's see here. He has been targeted 119 times, given up 72 receptions for 954 yards and 5 touchdowns. And that is in over 1,000 uh, passing reps. So he started his career at North Texas, played 2 years at North Texas. Then he transferred to Western Kentucky. He's not very big. He's about 5'8", 5'9", 182 pounds. This guy is like K1 Williams. Stick his nose in the middle of all of it. He is going to be very physical, very feisty. Let's go. Mocked him to the Niners in mock 1.0. Yep. I got him in a mock too. I mocked him as well. I was a big fan of what he did after the Senior Bowl. So, yeah, I like the pick for sure. So I don't think he reminds me of K1 Williams. So I don't mind it. I really don't. Again, if you want to talk about the value, that's fine. I don't care, right? Until like when the player gets on the field and starts producing and start playing, I don't care about the value. Right now, being picked at pick 100, this is a guy that I probably had between 125, in that range. So it's not that far off of where I would have felt comfortable taking him. And again, he's a guy that I really liked at the Senior Bowl. He stood out to me as a player that I thought was really good. So I don't think that picking him at 100 is a crazy bad value. It's probably not the best value, but it's not the worst value either. And he's a guy who can come in and probably play pretty significant snaps early on. And again, he reminds me of K1 Williams. And if you guys remember what K1 Williams did for the 49ers, he was a big impact player. And it's funny because you kind of think about that defense. K1 Williams was 5'9", 185. So uh, it's what he reminds me of so much. And guess who was here when K1 Williams was thriving? Oh, yeah, that's right. It was Robert Saleh. So when you think about this and you look at the players that they have drafted, they have drafted players within the archetype that they've shown a lot of interest in the past and have had success in. You look at, I saw one of the player comps by one of the NFL draft analysts for Alfred Collins was uh what's his name? Javon Kinlaw, right? And then you see the 49ers take Nick Martin. He literally is built just like Dre Greenlaw. So he is like a Dre Greenlaw replacement, Dre Greenlaw clone. And then you see the 49ers take Upton Stout, and then he reminds me of K'Wan Williams. I think there's a theme here, guys. I think there's a theme here, and we are seeing that the 49ers are going after an archetype of player that fits the success that they have had in the past. You go back to the 2019 team, K'Wan Williams played a big role in that defense. Dre Greenlaw is a rookie, played a big role in that defense. I'm not sitting here saying I'm banging the table saying I love the value of the Nick Martin and the Upton Stout picks, but I understand the logic. I get the process. I get the vision. That is, I think, more important because at a certain point, you can't allow perceived value to get in the way of a player that you love, right? I say the same thing with I said the same thing with like Teddy Buchanan. Like I would take Teddy Buchanan probably earlier than what the consensus would be. I literally just got done saying that I had Upton Stout at about 125 in that range, in that area, 125 to 150 range. They take him at 100. It's not that crazy of a difference and a jump. With Nick Martin, I had Nick Martin kind of in that fifth, sixth round range based on the perceived value of what he is. And so the fact that he went that early, that just means he checked all the boxes of what the San Francisco 49ers were looking for. They looked at him and they said Nick Martin is better than Jeffrey Bossa, Chris Paul said he was better than all those guys. So at the end of the day, we can focus on perceived value, but once they're now on your team, it's much less about value and how do they fit. How do they fit onto this roster? What is the role that they're going to play? Nick Martin is going to play the Dre Greenlaw role. You're going to have Upton Stout playing the K'Wan Williams role. So I think Stout and Martin are players. I really do.